A warm welcome to Anuradha Vedic Astrology. Today we are going to talk on one of a very general issue, an issue that all of us care a lot about, and we are constantly looking into the mirror, setting it straight. Yes, the hair, or the lack of it, or the loss of it. So when we talk about the hair, we want to see why one is losing so much of hair, why one is going bald. For that is the crux of the video, and many of us, our viewers, have asked for this hair loss issue to be addressed astrologically. When we talk about hair loss, what is it that we need to talk? Hair is supposed to be a parameter of beauty, and speaking of beauty, we need to look into Venus. Before we look into Venus, a big thanks to all of you for liking and sharing our YouTube and Spotify channels and writing in your comments there. If you haven't subscribed to us, please do, and do remember to press the bell icon so that you can get the updates ASAP. So now when we are talking about the hair loss and Venus, Venus is the Karaka of beauty, and Venus when sitting in the Lagna, because when you are talking about hair, you are talking about the head. So head is seen from the Lagna. When Venus is sitting in anybody's Lagna, that person, even if it's a debilitated Venus and if it's an exalted Venus, the person definitely will have a good amount of hair. When it's a debilitated Venus, then also sitting on the Lagna, it can give you a lot of hair, but with a difference. We'll see the difference how. So now, once we have established that Venus gives you in the Lagna, or when it is in trine with the Lagna also, if I have seen, but not as effective when it is with the Lagna, it gives you a lot of hair. What is it that causes that baldness that we see in? First and foremost, when we talk about baldness, we have to see that the hair, when it generates a lot of heat, the head, then the hair do tend to fall off. They tend to cripple, they tend to fall off. So the Agni Tattva Lagnas have the ability to give you a lot of heat generation in the head, in your fire in your system, and as such you may suffer from a hair loss. But the word that I use here is may. What makes it a definite? When your Lagna has a fire tattva planet, Sun, Mars or Ketu, then it tends to burn away that hair. You will also see if a person has Ketu in the Lagna, then the person will have very thin hair, the hair will also be curly, and the person will tend to lose hair over a period of time. So baldness essentially is caused by fiery rasis and as Lagnas, and added on if there is a fiery planet sitting there, it does aggravate that issue. But if you are talking about other rashis as Lagnas, where there is a fiery planet sitting here, that also gives a huge amount of hair loss. Establishing facts once again, Venus, Karaka of beauty, and also Jupiter, which is the Karaka of expansion. If it's sitting in your Lagna, it gives you, or aspecting your Lagna, it gives you huge amount of hair. And when you have a fiery Rashi to top it by a fiery planet sitting there, you have a problem at hand. But if it is just one of the Rashis where there is a fiery planet, then also you do have symptoms of baldness. Let us take up two charts here. The first chart that I take up, we see that it's a debilitated Venus sitting in the Lagna, and there is an aspect of Jupiter happening here. Jupiter expands whatever that it sees. So the Lagna here, when aspected by a very strong Jupiter, which is aspecting it from its own house and is retrograde, this gives good hair on the head, but then it's a debilitated Venus? Will it not show certain attributes? Obviously it would. So what are the attributes that we are likely to face here? This person does not color the hair, does not believe in coloring the hair, and as such that hair, because it's peppery moving towards white, gives the person an appearance of an age which is much beyond what the age of the person really is. Now let us look into the other chart. In this chart we see that the lagna here is a fiery lagna of Sagittarius. What more, there is a sun along with Rahu sitting there. Rahu also expands, but how does it expand? Whatever this planet is doing, Rahu is expanding. Hair is burning because the sun is present there on a fiery tattva, and it is also, we see that Rahu, because it's sun burning away the hair, Rahu helps in the expansion there, and the person is losing hair very rapidly. For those who believe that's all genetics, these two are own brothers. So I rest my case there. Astrology does give us a lot of basics and a lot of answers through the basics. If we follow our basics correct, we do come to right conclusions. With this, I wish you all a very happy day. Thank you.
Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.